Hey folks, gotta go quick here because I have to, this is my second take on this. I had time constraint issues with my other one. Basically this video is a response to a email that I got from Ezekiel666. Now anything I quote from here is all rights to Ezekiel666. I'm not gonna take any credit for anything that was said in this email, because one, I find it truly offensive, and two, I find it kind of absurd. Here we go. Basically, he's saying he's supporter for human rights, and that he's given the transgender community some new terminology. And one of those words that Ezekiel666 has imparted on us is the term new part. And I'm guessing he got this from the Japanese translation for their term for transgender, which is a new half part, kind of the same thing. Yeah, so then, he goes on to give some terminology for straight males who like male to female transgenders. And he calls them a tap chip, and a straight woman who likes a female to male transgender is a tip tap. And honestly, I think he got this from another Japanese source. I think there's like a group called Tip Taps Tip. I've seen some videos on them. I'm guessing they're a musical group from Japan. And, but he says he's done some research on this to give us new terminology here. So, I don't know. I checked with one of the sources that he gave. He said that Win-Win was one of his sources, and she denied ever giving him any information about new terminology or any of the other stuff that's been said in this email. So, yeah. Basically, so other than the new terminology, he goes on to say that, being in the closet helps no one. That if we go out into town and someone, that we're supposed to out ourselves to them, and basically, you shouldn't have to do that. When he says that the reason is because when they find out that we've lied to them, that in 75% of the time they kill the person who is transgender. Now, I don't know if this statistic is true, and I highly doubt it, because I don't think they kill their transgenders that they've come across because they've lied to them. I think they kill them because they're not understanding what a transgender is, and their fear is what causes them to kill them. I don't think it has anything to do with the lying. If they feel that they're being deceived, then they need to understand that not everyone is born to, the full extent of what they become. As far as females having, fake breasts or plastic surgery or such as that, if that were the case, then, someone lying to them about having, fake implant or like breast implants would be cause for them to kill them. It's just something that they don't understand. I think that's why they kill them. Okay, next he goes on to racism in the transgender community. Now, this is what kills me here, is because racism is a part of any community, be it straight, bi, lesbian, gay, transgender. Regular people are racist too. It's not just transgenders. And why you feel the need to pin it on us I don't know if that's what you're thinking you're going to do. But it's not just a transgender thing. It's an all over the world thing. People, again, are afraid of difference. The differences in people, whether it be skin color, their gender, what they were born as, what they're becoming. It's that fear of the difference that causes hate crimes. Not because, transgenders are racist more than others. I think you have a false notion of what is going on here and where the problem lies. And as far as sensitivity training goes, yeah, I do feel people in general, not just transsexuals, need to be a little more gracious when it comes to saying they're not interested in a different race or such as that. So, yeah, I kind of agree with you there. But, yeah, the way you say it isn't very sensitive in itself, so, kind of a little bit hypocritical there. Okay, then you go on to escorts and prostitution. Okay, escorts and prostitution. Escorting is a legal career or job. You can be an escort. It's the prostitution, when it gets involved in there, is when it becomes illegal. I don't know why you have a thing against escorts. I think it to be a very bold and stand-up profession. I'm not saying I could do it as far as myself goes, but for those that do it and do it legally, I see nothing wrong with it. You're paying for that person's time. You're not paying for sex. So when the prostitution gets thrown in there, yeah, I can see that being a problem. You say that, most people think that we have AIDS and HIV. That's just ridiculous, because if you don't know by now that AIDS or HIV is not just a homosexual or a bisexual or a transgender disease, then you're just a freaking moron to begin with. And if you're still back in the 80s where you think that it's just a gay disease, then, well, you need some help. What else? Yeah, so you say you wanted to thank the following people, Win-Win, which I know. She gave you nothing. Don't know why you thanked her or even threw her name in there. I'm beginning to think that you threw it in there to get some backing on this, maybe, because a lot of people look up to her and are friends with her. And then you list a bunch of colleges. Okay, I don't know if you've contacted these colleges, but I can't imagine them coming up with anything that backs up anything you've said in here, because I don't think they would be that offensive when they said it. So, anyway, I have to cut this short because I'm probably going to run out of time here. Again, all credit to Ezekiel666. If you get this to work, hey, what can I say? I'm just one person. Maybe my opinion doesn't count. But all I know is that I was really, truly offended by your email. And the fact that you used Winner's name to promote it just kind of puts me in awe. I'm just like, why would you do that? But anyway, I'm sure you have your reasons. Again, all credit to you, Ezekiel666. And I hope you have a good day. And I hope I didn't come off too harsh, but I'm just letting you know my feelings. And to those of you that got this email, I hope you weren't too offended by it. And I hope that it didn't do any harm to you as far as progress goes, and your feelings and people's feelings towards you, and what your interaction towards people are. So anyway, I gotta go. I'll see you guys later when I make my next video. Bye.